In our nation's prisons, where law enforcement officers work to keep things in order, drama usually unfolds. How, you ask? Tales where the line between duty and personal life blurs and love finds its way even within the confines of a prison cell. Surprised? Well, here are cases where female cops were caught seducing inmates. In a shocking incident that rocked the law enforcement community, Charlene Diane O'Banion, a 33-year-old former employee at the Conroe Montgomery County Jail, found herself in trouble for having an inappropriate relationship with an inmate. This scandalous misconduct took place right in the heart of the criminal justice system, leaving many baffled and concerned about the integrity of correctional institutions. The Conroe Montgomery County Jail, located in Texas, became the center of attention as the affair unfolded. Despite being a symbol of law and order, it became the stage for a scandal that captured the nation's attention. The incident occurred on the night of June 14, 2022, when Charlene, then working as a correctional officer, allowed professional ethics to crumble under the weight of temptation. She engaged in a forbidden romantic relationship with Jacob Parker, a 28-year-old inmate facing charges related to drug trafficking.
What could I possibly have? Like, what do you mean?
I don't know, you probably got this weird sex swing hanging from the ceiling. Kenneth probably thinks it's a swing set.
Oh, if I had that sex swing, you better believe I'd leave that sucker up for you.
Would you really?
Hell yeah!
You'd let me put you in it?
Yeah.
With a gag ball and everything?
Yeah, babe.
Once her actions came to light, she was arrested and charged with multiple offenses, including sexual assault and official misconduct. This case was unique as it exposed not only the illicit relationship, but also potential security lapses within the jail facility. The fallout extended beyond Charlene's legal troubles. Her personal life unraveled, damaging her reputation within the community. The media attention exposed her private life, and the impact of her actions also affected Jacob Parker, the inmate involved, subjecting him to additional legal repercussions. In the end, Charlene pleaded guilty to improper sexual activity with a person in custody and received a 100-day jail sentence. Well, it is evident that in recent years, cases of inappropriate relationships between female correctional officers and inmates have gained notoriety, raising concerns about the security of correctional facilities. One such case that shocked the public involves Melissa Goodwin, a former correctional officer at Silverwater Prison in Western Sydney. Melissa Goodwin found herself at the center of controversy when it was revealed that she had developed improper relationships with inmates under her care. Working at Silverwater Prison, her primary duty was to ensure the safety and security of the facility. However, her actions raised questions about the integrity of the system. One particularly disturbing aspect of Goodwin's case was her inappropriate relationship with Corey London, a teenage inmate at Silverwater Prison. Corey, serving time for a nonviolent offense, needed guidance and rehabilitation. Instead of proper support, he became involved in an inappropriate relationship with Goodwin, who showed favoritism towards him, crossing professional boundaries. In addition to Corey London, Melissa Goodwin was also involved with Caleb Valerie, an associate of the Rebels Outlaw motorcycle gang. The ex-prison officer was in bed with former inmate Valerie at her parents' house in May 2020 when police stormed the home at about 7:30 a.m. to arrest her after London had alleged they engaged in an inappropriate sexual act inside the prison. Goodwin pleaded guilty to having a personal relationship with London, although she insisted it was a pen-pal dynamic with no physical intimacy. When the relationships with Corey London and Caleb Valerie were exposed, Goodwin faced immediate suspension from her position as a correctional officer. Legal actions were initiated against her, leading to charges related to misconduct and breach of duty. Goodwin ultimately pleaded guilty to the relationship with London and received a 12-month community corrections order along with 100 hours of community service. Moving on, in a case that continues to reverberate in the world of law enforcement and prison security, the story of Joyce Mitchell remains shocking. Mitchell, a female prison worker, was at the center of a scandal involving an audacious prison break and a forbidden romance. This sensational incident unfolded at the Clinton Correctional Facility in Dannemora, New York, leaving the nation in disbelief. The Clinton Correctional Facility, known for its high security measures and the incarceration of dangerous felons, was considered escape-proof. However, all of that changed when Joyce Mitchell crossed paths with two inmates, Richard Matt and David Sweat. Mitchell was convicted for providing material support to the prisoners in a case that later became the plot for the 2018 Showtime miniseries Escape at Dannemora. In 2015, Mitchell allegedly agreed to flee with Sweat and Matt, assisting in collecting items such as guns, ammunition, camping gear, and a compass. She smuggled hacksaw blades, chisels, and other tools into the prison hidden in frozen hamburger meat. The inmates used these tools to cut through their cells, break a brick wall, and navigate through a steam pipe, eventually emerging outside the prison walls through a manhole on the night of June 6, 2015. Surprisingly, Mitchell had planned to meet the inmates on the outskirts of the prison with a getaway car, but she got cold feet and didn't show up, forcing the escapees to regroup. Mitchell's sentencing in 2015 revealed her remorse, stating, "If I could take it all back, I would." The story gained national attention as authorities spent 22 days searching for the escaped killers. The manhunt concluded with Matt being shot and killed and Sweat being shot and apprehended. It was later disclosed that the inmates had manipulated Mitchell, who worked as a prison tailor, as part of an elaborate scheme. Mitchell was ultimately sentenced to up to 7 years in prison for her involvement in the prison break, and she was also ordered to pay restitution for the damage caused by the escape. Kowana Jenkins, a 36-year-old detention officer at Fulton County Detention Center, faced trouble when rumors circulated about her inappropriate connections with inmates. An inquiry revealed that she exchanged messages and had an improper relationship with a prisoner, even providing him with an illegal smartphone. The smartphone found during a shakedown contained a video showing Jenkins kissing the inmate. Further investigation led to charges, including violating public officer oaths, improper sexual contact, providing a prohibited item to an inmate, cruelty, and reckless conduct. Fired from her position, Jenkins now faces incarceration. However, a scandal involving Aaisha Gun and Karam Razak came to light, bringing attention to the challenges within the prison system. Aaisha Gun, a dedicated and hardworking prison officer with around 5 months of experience at HMP Berwyn, fell for Karam Razak, an inmate serving a 12-year sentence for conspiracy to rob. Razak, with a history of armed robbery, assault, and possessing illegal firearms, was considered a dangerous offender. The illicit relationship between Gun and Razak began during their prison interactions, with Razak exploiting Gun's emotional susceptibility. Despite Gun's initial professionalism, their interactions gradually became more personal, crossing the boundaries of professional conduct. Colleagues started noticing their frequent interactions, prompting concerns among fellow officers. To address suspicions, an internal investigation was launched, involving monitoring their activities and communications. The evidence gathered during the investigation left no doubt about the nature of their relationship. Gun was photographed kissing Razak in his cell, and they exchanged more than 1,200 phone calls, including explicit video calls, within less than 5 months. Upon discovering the extent of the inappropriate relationship, prison authorities took immediate action. Gun was suspended from her duties, and the case was handed over to the police for a thorough investigation. Gun faced multiple charges, including misconduct in a public office, conspiracy to aid a prisoner, and bringing prohibited items into the prison. In 2019, Gun was sentenced to 12 months in prison at Mold Crown Court after admitting misconduct in a public office for engaging in an inappropriate relationship with the convicted armed robber while working at the prison. If you found this story as captivating as we did, hit that like button, subscribe for more intriguing tales, and share your thoughts in the comments below.